guys, welcome back to Drill Tested, and we're back with the Movcan Q20. Now this is a 1500 watt foldable e-bike with the 15.6 amp hour battery inside of there right there. But let me tell you, this might just be the next budget king on this channel for sure, and let me show you why. First things first, come on back to the motor back here. Now this rear motor has a 1500 peak watt output in there, but here's the thing, this is a 52 volt system, okay? 52 volt system with that 1500 watt back there. Now, this is not your normal hub motor. To me, this looks like a direct drive motor, which if this is a direct drive motor, that means this motor is gonna be dead silent. I'm looking forward to putting test to that for sure. And yes, a 52 volt system, very good to see. We're out of the 48 volts, especially in the budget range. This bike is only $699, and I have never seen a bike at that price with a direct drive motor, 1500 watts, and check it out real quick. I'll just break the news into you right away. It's got Logan hydraulics on it, front and rear. So I think we're in it for a treat today. But hey, let's talk about this real quick first. Now, the first thing I'm noticing right off the bat, pow, is the paint. I absolutely love the paint job. It looks great in real life. It's kind of got this army flat Hummer green to it right there. And you got the good old Movcan lightning bolt status with the checkered flags. That's my style. Now this is a folding e-bike, so those handlebars will swing down right there. You can bust out the battery right there in the middle if you want and take it inside and charge it. Now we do have a 330 pound cargo load on here, so you can haul some mail on the back of there if you want for sure. And let's just dive in for some quality control here. Let's go in and check out the welds. All right, we are on a budget bike, we gotta know. All right, they are smooth. I'm not feeling any real slag right here. Yeah, not terrible at all whatsoever. And the rear rack is a pretty sturdy rack back here, bolted to the frame here. Good to see there. And yeah, it feels strong. No movement of that at all. We do have front and rear mud guards. I'm keeping my front fender off for this video. Some cinematic shots we're gonna do with that. Now, this is a 20x4 fat tire bike right here. And we got the good old compasses. Very good to see those. I'm familiar with these. They do really good on the trail. Wire bred. Scroll on down. 160 millimeter front rotors there. Good size with Logan hydraulics. So good to see that on a bike like this. And checking out the grippers real quick. Yeah, we'll be on the trail. We'll be ripping with those for sure. This black spoke wheels, and we got that front fork suspension. And we have adjustments. Little lockout over there, and there is a little rebound adjustment on this side, right down there for you. So if you're a heavier rider, you can stiffen those up a little bit for you. All right, moving on down the frame here. Here's the locking mechanism on this side. This is new to me, this style. It's kind of nice. I was a little confused at first, but as soon as you lock and close that, you have this right here, you push in there, and then you tighten that. And that is a very secure lock. That will not come undone. It is good to see one that's just not gonna pop off on you. And coming up to the seat, we got a little suspension seat post there. A little spring in your step there, because this is a hardtail bike. And kicking off on the chainring, it's a little chainring, maybe good for about 20 miles an hour right there. Swinging on back. All right, and we got the derailleur guards built in there to protect that Shimano derailleur right there. Very good to see. These are trustworthy. I've ridden a lot of them. And for our gears, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gears on that cassette. Very nice. Now with that 15.6 amp hour battery we got in there, they hook us up with a 2 amp charger. So 2 amp charger with that size of battery, you're looking at about a 7-hour charge time from completely dead. And if you want to charge it, just swing on over here and there's your charge port right there. If you don't want to take the battery out, pop it right in. Yeah, checking out the back quick. Looks like we got a little tail light, maybe some blinkers, and we got the rack back here. This is a nice rack. I got to say it again. It's sturdy, and we got some nice mounting points for any kind of racks there. Moving on up to the saddle. Check it out. It's plush. It's got some nice cushion there for sure. And what do we got here? It's the ventilation shine tour. Very nice. That's the shine zone right there, giving you a little ventilation on the cushion. Very sweet seat. I like it. It's good to see something different, and I like that little lettering in there. Very nice. Coming on through the stem, up and over the bars. Here we are adjustable. I'm going to put those right about there for me today at 5'9". And coming up, and pow, we're at the handlebars. Now, they are not that wide at all. This is going to be a lot of fun. They are pretty short bars. And coming on over, we got the ergonomic grips. These are typical. We'll see if they'll start spinning today. And we got that twist throttle. Ooh, it's got a nice snap. And Logan's over here, of course. That's the money maker. The Shimano shifter. Click it up, click it down. We'll run through that today. And pow, we got a nice looking display. We'll fire that up in just a second. Keep moving on over. And yep, we got the control panel. Horn, some buttons, some headlights maybe. And there's our up and down and power button. Yeah, all right, let's fire it up, shall we? All right, but first there is a little safety feature. You got yourself a little key. Go ahead and click it on down there, find your spot, and pow, turn it like that to fire up the ignition. Yeah, swing on up here, and we'll pop this off in the direct sunlight, click and hold. And there we are fired up. Pow, it is about as bright as it can get out today. So we'll see how this does in this direct sun right here. All right, let's crack this freshie off there. Ooh, very fresh and clean. Now, I believe there's an app we can hook up and pair to that too. We'll try to get to that, and we'll see if we can turn up the brightness, because I'm sure we can. So let's go ahead and click through some pedal assist gears real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we got 5 of those right there. Down here, we got our mileage odometer, little battery bar up there. So yeah, we'll get into that a little more later. But all right, let's check out over here. Looks like we got some headlights. Pa-pow, pa-pow. Very nice with the blinker action. All right, and the horn. Woohoo, that's a loud horn. Watch out. All right, since we got all the power on, let's go for a no-load run real quick. Full throttle. Oh yeah, straight up to 30 miles an hour. And guess what? I didn't hear a single sound from that motor back there. And guys, you get a couple goodies right out the box too. They get you all the tools you need. A little cell phone carrier case for your handlebars. Nice little bike lock there for you. And even an extra set of brake pads there for once you wear down a little bit. Owner's manual, battery pack, all that good stuff. All right, guys, that's enough chitty chatter for now. Let's get the Q20 on the trail and get it tested. Let's go. All right, guys, we're coming in hot. All right, the brakes are working good already. I'm just going to give you guys a quick reference. I am 5'9", standing right next to this bike right here. Seat height right about little below my waist right there. So just want to give you a quick look on how I look on this bike. All right, let's put on some helmets and pads. Let's hit the trail. Let's go. All right, guys, we are all saddled up on the Movcan Q20. We're going to start out right off in pedal assist 0. That means all the power is coming from my legs. Just in case that battery dies, can you pedal it home? Absolutely, no problem whatsoever. We can even click up some gears right here. Very nice. All right, enough of that. Let's start up in pedal assist 1. We are in pedal assist 1 doing 8 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2, ooh, nice little kick of power. Very smooth kick though. Getting us to about 10 miles an hour right there. Let's bump it up to pedal assist 3. Oh, there's the power now it's on. Let's upshift a few gears. Gears are clicking very nicely. 15 miles an hour on pedal assist 3. All right, let's bump it up one more to pedal assist 4. There we go. Now this thing's juicing. 1500 watts for sure. Now, I don't hear a single noise from the motor. That is so pleasing for me. I'm just kind of over those super loud, windy hub motors that you get. Yeah, we'll do a little throttle action right here. We'll get pedal assist 5 in a sec when we do the top speed verified GPS test. But yeah, very smooth power. Zero noise coming from that motor. All I can hear is the crank spinning of the wheel. Now, I gotta say, I thought these handlebars are just gonna be too short for width. But man, is it really fun. It's actually, that's a commuter for you. This is how a commuter should be. This is very manageable, very user-friendly for sure. I mean, yeah, let's check out the balance on here quick. We'll pop that off. Oh, very nice. Death wobble test. Nothing. Yeah, check that out. I'm wiggling it with my butt as much as I can. This thing is very well balanced. Let's see if I can take this turn at 0 miles an hour. Whoa, look at that. Didn't even want to do that. I mean, this might be one of the most best balanced budget bikes ever. I could zigzag with it. Now, guys, please do not ride with no hands on. I only do that to showcase what's going to go wrong, what's going to break before you buy it. But yeah, nonetheless, balance test, check, check, check. All right, I'm going to keep track of all the range data today. I'll share that at the very end of the video because this being a 52 volt system, 1500 watts of power, 15.6 amp hour battery is actually pretty small for that. But nonetheless, we'll see if we can get us through our entire trip here today. All right, guys, top speed test time. I'm gonna have a GPS verified here. I'll put that on the screen right now. We've got all the power up. Let's just hit it. 3, 2, 1, throttle only, and go. All right, nice gradual start as it should be, not being a geared motor. We're at 20 right there on the dash. All right, it's cooking now, 27. We got 30, 30.2. That feels about right. Woo! Oh yeah, we're holding 30, 31. We're holding 32 uphill. Not bad, that is what it said it could do. I got the cruise control on. Cruise control, top speed. All right, let's go for a long get out right there. Pow! Epic, it hit the top speed. We'll check the GPS too, make sure that was correct. But nonetheless, very good speed, very good top and mid-range power. A little sluggish on the low end, but let's see. Oh, it's got plenty to burn out though, that's for sure. All right, let's do a little pedaling. 15, let's put it in. 25. Oh man, you can crank on the pedals all the way up to 30 though. I'm still putting it in. Oh yeah, 30 miles an hour. Yes. I didn't think you were going to be able to pedal that. Hey, whoop-pow. Movcan. Yeah, these brakes are awesome. Check out that long skid mark. All right, emergency turnaround. Yeah, no problem. All right, we're coming in full speed. We're gonna do our first little agility test on Cemetery Road. First, let's check that front suspension on this hard. Oh yeah, the front was good. The back wanted to buck me off, it being a hardtail and all, but the suspension seat post did pretty good. Whoa, there's a car coming down Cemetery Road. That could be deadly. That's a first here. Oh, wrong road, girl. All right, back to full throttle. All right, next up, we're gonna take a hard 90-degree turn, checking the full grip of the Max S tires here, and oh yeah, no problem at all. Now, one thing that I would change on this bike if I could is the rear brake. I wish the rear brake was on the opposite side of the throttle, because when you need to come to emergency stops, you don't wanna have your hand tied up over there being busy on the throttle, because these front brakes, they're good. If you rip on these front brakes, you might little wash out or you might go over the bars. Now, I really like that when you got the cruise control on, you can still pedal this bike. The cadence sensor does not interrupt that cruise control and it does not turn it on or off from going. So very nice to see that feature. All right, we're about 25 miles an hour. Let's go do that high-speed death wobble test here. Oh. Death wobble, check. Now, as far as the cadence goes, looking at about 2 full rotations before those magnets click and then that power kicks on. So not bad. It's a good safety feature. I've learned to like cadence sensors that have a little bit of delay because you can get in a little trouble on the trail if you just kind of hit that pedal and it takes off on you. All right, if you guys live down in the country, you got a little dirt road commuting to do, let's check how these tires do and how this bike handles the off-road. Oh yeah. Yeah, very, very smooth. No doubt about it. No issues whatsoever. It's those 20x4 fat tires that really help go over this stuff very smoothly compared to traditional bike tires. Let's go for a quick little brake test. Everything we got. Oh, yes. Easy lockup. One finger on each one. Full skiddy all the way down. You know what else I'm really loving about this setup right here is this handle that they got going through the frame right there. I can pick that up and that makes this thing so easy to turn and maneuver around. I like it. Let's keep going. And all right, guys, we are entering Peters Hill. It was a long climb up here, but now we got a much bigger climb. Whoa, this thing, you don't realize how fast you're going because you don't hear that motor at all until you're just in the power zone. Now we're doing good. We're about 10 miles in. We have 3 battery bars left. So we made it up pretty much the toughest part, pulling up Peters Hill. All right, we got a big bump coming up, and here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. All right, let's go for a little agility run down these switchbacks. We got some Formula F1 NASCAR turns coming up. It's so nice to have some hydraulic brakes. A couple of backstrokes, head around here, rip down there, bust down that one. Oh yeah. Oh, you can really lean this thing. Oh man, I'm gonna try to do a little knee drag here. Oh, okay. All right, this bike is built pretty well. All right, that was the downhill. That was a blast. This bike is actually a lot of fun to ride. This seat, it does not have rear suspension, but the seat is absolutely doing its job. I have found no discomfort yet whatsoever right now. But all right, here's the true test. Let's head back up. All right, turn this bike around. Just give it a little gas, and that front wheel will come right up, and you are back around. All right, this is going to be a challenge. This is a steep hill going up, and we're just going to hold it pinned wide open. We're at 15 miles an hour on the dash here. Try to keep it wide open as we go around here. Oh, yes. Yeah, this bike handles so good. I like it. All right, couple backstrokes, heavy, fast turn. Whoa, you can really dip this bike over. What the heck? No other bike can do this. I ain't kidding you. Look at this. Woo! All right, I'm looking forward to this one because how good that agility did down there. I should have no problem going up to this. We got a skinny, tiny little trail. We can't put our feet down. We're gonna see if we can navigate it without doing this. I'm gonna do it with one hand. I'm gonna do it with one hand. This bike is so manageable. Man, if you are a beginner, whoa, did it. All right, we got the hardest turn coming up yet. All right, backstroke, go wide, hit the apex. Woo! Awesome. I don't know what more to say. At the price range that this bike is at, that is pretty amazing. Wow. All right, honestly, I wasn't going to take this down this off-road trail whatsoever, but we're going to buckle up and just hit it. because we got the brakes, we got the fat tires. Let's go. Now, this is a very prehistoric cobblestone death road here, black diamond. Mountain bikes don't even like this road here. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh man, handling it, no problem. Look at the bunny, watch out bunny. Always watch out for wildlife. The little critters are just trying to, whoa, hit the rut, hit the tree. All right, stay high. The brakes are doing such a good job. Front suspension doing its work. All right, got a big pull up this hill. Can it make it? Woohoo! No problem. Man, talk about getting what you pay for. This is doing it. God dang, it's coming for a little slidey right there. Let's give this thing a little pat. Good job. All right, guys. Absolutely domination of Peters Hill. I mean, man, it's hard for me to pick anything apart on this bike right now. All right, we are on the road. We are off the road. Bam, and back on the trail. All right, can we hang the Q20? Let's find out. Oh yeah, it's hanging. It's hanging. Oh, yeah, Q20 can hang. Check. Oh, we're fenced off here, but no worries. We're on the Movcan. We can just move up and move over. Right there. We're gonna go for a little hill climb action time, throttle only. We're gonna try to blast up this huge grassy hill. I'm gonna find the steepest part and get a roll into it. Let's hit it. Here we go. It's going. Oh, we're struggling. We're struggling. And it will continue to pull me up. It's doing it. Hey, that's pretty good. I cannot complain with that at all. That is a steep hill right there. Woo, cruise control. Really good ride so far. Not too much to complain about. There's a little bit of a rattling coming in from the battery case here. When I took the battery out earlier, I seen that there's just a little bit of play in there, which I think if you took a little foam or something and wedged it in there as you put it in, that would quiet that. But nonetheless, that is me nitpicking. That is a very, very small rattle you can only hear once you're going over those big bumps. All right, that's full throttle. We got two battery bars left, man. We're going 23 uphill. Still cooking. Ooh, a little bit of voltage sag right there. It brought us down to 1 battery, and we're back up to 2. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Movcan for sending me out this bike for review and testing. They did not ask me to sign any contracts, say anything. They just sent it out and say, have some fun. So that's what we're doing today. And we're putting a good testing. Solid ride though. That silent rear motor back there is money. And now compared with those hydraulic brakes up front, this is what you want. This is how it should come. This is the new standard for these bikes. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, why not? This is trail tested. We found ourselves a little skate park, but can the bars fit through? Oh, easy fit. Let's go for a little full send, shall we? All right, here we go. Woo! All right, hit it up and hit it over. All right, bust down through there, over the tabletop action. Bring it up on the ramp. Oh, too much fun. All right, guys, one more final blast. Up and over, up the bank, down the bank, full speed, huge skidder. Oh, yes. Such an epic ride today, guys, on the Movcan Q20. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for riding with me today. It is an absolute blast today. I wasn't sure if I was going to do too many more of these budget bikes, but now they are stepping their game up, especially Movcan here. This thing did absolutely great on all my tests. The hydraulic brakes, good job on them. Pairing that with that Logan brakes right there, these did solid. Combined with the overall balance of this bike, probably the best balanced budget bike I have ever ridden, hands down, that is for sure. And the icing on the cake, yep, that rear motor back there. It is completely silent. Let's check out our range. I'm gonna put all the official range data up top real quick for you. Now that display, I still haven't figured out how to turn it up. It's showing 3 out of 5 bars. That is really good for that 15.5 amp hour battery there. For our entire range today, I'm very impressed. I went down that super rough trail, and for not having a double-sided chain guard here, we did not pop off that derailleur one time. So this combination that they got set up here is solid. I wasn't experiencing any stem flex at all going back and forth as I was yanking on that, hanging wheelies. Really good stem design. So yeah, guys, there you have it, the Movcan Q20. If you like this bike, I'll have a link below and I'll show you where you can purchase it. And if I have a little discount coupon code, I will throw it down there to save you some money. But nonetheless, thank you so much for riding with me. And hey, stay trail happy, guys. Peace.